You know what's more annoying about the Eric lawsuit thing? Right when it happened, I said, you're going to have to pay, you should pay a little fine, change the name of your comic book, and pay like a small licensing fee for future comics, even if it's like 50 cents a book or 50 cents an ISOM book or something like that. Like you're ahead of the game then. You make a deal, you have a nice PR release with these guys, but instead he makes a video calling them fake Christians, implying that they're fake Christians. It's like, bro, this isn't like a hater that you're monetizing. This is a global Christian ministry. Like, are you stupid? What? This is not how you handle this.
Yeah,
I'm giving good advice, and all these idiots are saying like, "Oh yeah, them, yeah, man, you go, you take it to the mattress." Like, you don't have a mattress big enough for an international ministry, bro.
real quick, this is my alt channel, and my main channel is in danger every day of getting banned as a result of talking with these amazing people very candidly. So please do me a favor and subscribe down below. Helps me out a lot. Get the hell on it, doggone it. It's maybe they just want to watch the show. They're like encouraging it to make it worse. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because when I saw that video, I watched that whole video, and it was he kept referring to the shepherd guy and implying that he was like, and he kept saying not what a real Christian would do and all this stuff. And I'm like, I feel like this would just piss me off more if I was the guy. And like you have infinite income to like anybody with, like at that point. I don't know.
I just got back from Africa, like drilling wells and giving Ebola vaccines to little kids, and I'm listening to Eric July, the gangbanger, call me a fake Christian. Like, okay, not today, Satan.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm a good guy, but I have lawyers, and their relationship with the Lord is fuzzy at best.
Yeah, I think yeah, that was the only really thing I watched. I watched the legal analysis from the actual Nick when he did the legal analysis. And then I watched that video of him responding to like the international school ministry, and I was like, I don't feel like that was a good move. Like I probably wouldn't even have talked about them at all. I would have just like met with them and been like, let's fix this immediately, man.
Yeah.
That's what I would have done.
How much can I pay you guys? I changed the name to The Adventures of ISOM. No big deal. I'll throw all the merch away. Maybe I could sell it if I cut you in. Maybe I say that word less on my streams. I'll do my best, but it's part of my culture as a guy who's pretending to act more and poor than he is, that I say it as much as possible. So I would appreciate it if you let me continue to do that. But whatever, let's work it out a deal, because you do own it.
Yeah, and then I don't even know. I haven't been paying attention to it since I watched that video, probably. But he said he met with them and they had something. He thought they had it figured out, and then they changed. The whole deal changed or something, and now they're going forward with a lawsuit or something. I don't think there's been any development since then.
No. Riley has a subscription to their documents folder on Pacer. Whenever new law stuff breaks, he posts it immediately. I think they just pushed back the response until like December at some point, so Eric can respond to the lawsuit.
Well, damn. We'll see what I'll just change the name. It's been easy for me. Chris Bacon says, I see I was correct to put Dick in the Reverse Detractor Hall of Fame in our own class. He never disappoints. Thank you, Chris Bacon.
I love that guy, Chris Bacon.
I like bacon, so yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get to eat it, but I love it.
I wonder if he has every Chris I've ever met hates their first name Chris and goes by like their middle name or some version of it. I wonder if he feels the same way.
Yeah,
I feel like he might be the exception.
Yeah, imagine being like named John or Chris. That would suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's like, oh, it's John. It's like, yeah, that's so is half of America. Like John. Damn. That would suck. Well, my name's Cody, so that sucks too. That's like,
you think Mohammeds feel like that?
Oh yeah.
Mohammeds in Europe. Muhammad. Yeah. You call me Mo.
And
I go by my middle name.
It's like, we are all three Muhammad. And it's like, oh, what about him? He's like, Ahmed. It's like, oh, of course you are. There's only two names, Ahmed and Muhammad. It's like, rest in peace. Thank you, Chris. Love you. Ashley, look at it. She put 90 Ys in there.
There you go. Oh, that's too many. She's crazy. Left.
Red flag. Red flag. Thank you, Ashley. I love you. Beautiful face. Slagless says, why should Eric take advice from someone dumb enough to get sued for dating someone else's ex?
Well, because I won that lawsuit. That's why. I won that lawsuit in both courts, the court of law and the court of public opinion.
Yeah, I don't even
Eric's
know that story
included in
either.
both.
I don't know
Oh,
any of this
really?
lore. Why do I not know any lore?
That lawsuit bought this house that I'm in. You didn't know about this?
I want to know the story now.
Maddox, you know Maddox.
I've heard the Maddox guy. Yeah.
Okay, so we had a podcast. He he got pissed and ended it because I started dating his ex-girlfriend, the girl who I'm still with now, and I started teasing him because he threw a big tantrum, ended the show, and then he was doing like a bunch of like little underhanded behind the scenes, like stealing our podcast feed and doing like that. So I was just teasing him on my new show, The Dick Show. And then he released a video to like the entire LA comedy scene and his personal accounts, a 13-minute video explaining why the show ended and that I was a apologist. I got to go back 9 years for some of this stuff that I'm trying to remember. So I got kicked out of UCB comedy. I was on a huge show there. I got kicked out of that. Like all my friends disowned me, and I was like, social pariah. I think that was in like 2016. So all the Trump stuff was at a fervor, reached a fever pitch. Of the progressives in LA were itching to someone. But then after getting made fun of continually for that's when I like ramped the making fun of into high gear. I'm like, all right, well, you've ruined my life. You've killed a significant part of it. So now it's the only thing I have is making fun of you, and I'm good at that. So I'm all out of bubblegum, right?
Yeah.
So we're doing songs every week. This guy Asterios made a Christmas album called the Cuxmas Carols that was all about Maddox. We had a guy that pretended to be Maddox that called in all the time, just basic like radio stuff, like Stern, old classic Stern stuff, making fun of him.
Yeah.
So his response was to sue me. He's a dog bite lawyer, this total con artist bag lawyer, convinced who has a DUI breathalyzer on his car. We found out later. Convinced Maddox to sue me for $380 million for making fun of him. It was like the charges were like stealing fans, being a racist, like the lawsuits. That's why Nick is famous, because Nick Rekieta listened to my show and fired up a live stream and just read Maddox's lawsuit and made fun of it. That was like the first thing he ever did. So that was like a year of just Maddox would never say anything about it. Never responded at all because he was taking the high road, right? Idiot, coward. Then like a year of that, Maddox's girlfriend, we got a restraining order against Maddox's girlfriend because she wouldn't stop calling my girlfriend's school. Is it like just like insane?
Yeah.
And then I won, and that was like it was like the funniest thing that ever happened.
Did you counter sue for a certain amount? Is that how that worked?
No, I just let the justice system work itself out, you know?
Oh, really? Rock on.
Yeah. That was funny.
You said it paid for your house?
Oh yeah. That's the day Maddox sued me, my Patreon went from like $2,000 to like $18,000 a month.
Damn.
People weren't happy about it.
That's wild. Nick's going through a lawsuit that's similar. He's getting sued by some guy. I can't remember his name now. I'm terrible with names. Somebody in the chat will probably bring it up. But
yeah,
he's going through something kind of similar, I feel like.
Yeah, I know specifics of that, or I remember them, but I don't even want to say them because I don't want to get your stream taken down.
Yeah, nah, well,
seems like a lunatic.
He is definitely a lunatic.
That's the nicest thing I would say about him.
Yeah,